Yo, yo, yo. Let's see if we can fix that real quick. That's what happens when you don't get your microphone fixed. Let's see. Ha! There we go. See, y'all can see. Now you can hear what I can hear. So when the audio is acting funny, I hear it. Sometimes I just don't know if it's my internet or what. So this time though, definitely was me. Not paying attention. But greetings, salutations. Hopefully all is doing well for y'all. Look, getting excited about FAMU athletics, man. And look, I don't know if you like me, but one of my favorite T-Pain songs is Two Step. The little dance. That's still in my toolbox there. So we're gonna talk about these Tallahassee Heroes. The good guys from Florida A&M University, because y'all already know what's up. It's always gonna be Fangs up.
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal!
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.
Does he have it? Yes, he does! And that might be the knockout punch.
All right. What's up, Rattlers? Good to see all of y'all. What's up, little baby? What's up, Terra T? What's up, Kev? And look, man, I wouldn't be me, and it wouldn't be from the 850 if I didn't celebrate my own. So I'm gonna celebrate and steal from somebody. One T-Pain, Tallahassee Heroes. If you're not familiar, T-Pain's got a song, DJ Unk, E40, and some more. And the song is called Two Step. Had the kids in the chokehold back in the day. And considering that other team in Tallahassee is hot garbage, this is the only way you're gonna get a championship this year. So let's get excited for these Tallahassee Heroes. So as we get into that though, look, man, some good times were had because we had a bye week. But if you haven't been watching, look, Xavier Smith got the game again this week. Big kickoff return last week. But this week, he got some more burn. I'm just saying, that brother might special teams his way into some more games. And honestly, that's the least you can ask for. Just want that man to kind of get it in. And in the words of DJ Khaled, we the best. You're not wrong, little baby. Now, mentioning the best. In order to beat a man, you got to beat the man, right? I mean, that's what Ric Flair said. Well, they beat the woman. FAMU volleyball went up there, Mississippi, and got a clean sweep. Yeah, I said sweep. I meant to say sweep, but went up there to the sip and beat them. So you can call it sweep. But Jackson State, the defending SWAC champions, went down to FAMU. So got a W there, then turned around and exercised the devils out of the valley. So I'm just saying, FAMU volleyball, a little 2-0 right there. I'm just saying, look, they hot, Tamara T. They hot. So, also, we got a coach. So if you didn't see softball, Brittany Beal, Eustis High School coach, I believe she's been on the ONG strike zone once or twice before, is the new softball coach. And FAMU continues to be the cradle of coaching infancy. This is a great place to get a start. And the reason I'm kind of excited about this hire, we hired a winner. Like, thank you, Kev. Like, the difference between this and the bowling coach we had, you have an experienced winner. Like, I got no problem with bringing in a new coach that's a winner. I'm fine with that. Oh, okay, you want at a lower level? Come to FAMU. That's the success. That's the model. I think you did that with Curry. I don't know if you did that with Coach Pressure. She's just good. I'm sorry. Like, she came from New Mexico State and she was an assistant and she came to FAM. Whew, my God. Yeah, big pressure right there. But this right here, look, Coach Beal, I'm excited, man. I think one of the things that you keep a little bit, you lost was that traction that Coach Patterson had. Camise Patterson definitely had her hands and fingers on the pulse of the culture, and she kind of knew what was going on. I think you continue this though, and you continue it in a part of the state where softball is pretty popular. You know, Eustis, you see her up there. That's a state championship thing right there. She can walk into some houses and get some attention. I'm not saying she's immediately gonna walk away through recruits, but I'm saying this is a person who's got some trophies and some jewelry. Like that's a difference. Like that's something within the whole FAMU coaching process, especially this past couple rounds. We welcome. Like I'm personally excited about it because what we're seeing is, and yeah, we missed this week because of the hurricane. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't mad about it. My pockets were happy. We were supposed to induct people to the FAMU Hall of Fame, one of which was Mike Gillespie, who had success at TCC, came to FAMU, had some success, and some stuff happened. Probably should just let him slide. He probably would have won a couple more championships. But you let people do good at a lower level, give them less, and then see what they can do with more. And if you're honest, the FAMU softball complex isn't terrible. I think it's in better shape than the baseball facilities. That's just me personally. If you feel different, you're entitled to your opinion. But I just think the baseball facilities nowhere near where softball facilities are. So yeah, just saying. I think you made a good hire. And if it doesn't pan out, you hired a proven winner. I think that's the difference. And I think as a fan, that's palatable. You offer me somebody that's never won, never done it, and has been a failure multiple times over. I'm looking at FAMU basketball. That's not something I want. Now I'm like little baby because this year, I'm excited about FAMU basketball. Oh, we got a proven winner. Coach Curry is a winner. Like, I don't care if you like him. I don't like if you can't stand him. That's between you, your mama, and whoever else got a problem with him. But normally, FAMU basketball, I care. But I'm not like all the way in. Look, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm in. I'm bought in. Look, I'm sorry. Coach Curry, and I'm gonna invite you on the show, bro. Definitely got to. Yeah, you got me. You got me. First and foremost, when was the last time you saw a FAMU basketball coach recruiting? Like, and I ain't talking about like waiting until the last second to recruit. Sorry, I can't see the credentials. I'm talking about in season. Season ain't started yet. And first and foremost, this brother recruiting when he didn't have a check. He better than me. I don't work for free. Not for so long. I ain't gonna hold you. But look, hey, y'all seen Coach Curry? I ain't saying he got some dogs coming in, but shoot, he got some jokers you might want. Look, I'm just saying, Ja'Kai Gupton, 6'7", 175 forward. He's listed as a small forward. First and foremost, when was the last time FAMU had somebody that was like a small forward? It's always just forward, and you 6'7", 6'8", then we put you out of position and put you at center. Put us forward, a wing, like, bro, I'm excited. Like, I'm just saying, man. Like, I'm just saying. We should call Veterans War the sippy cup. Look, recruits without years on their contract. I'm telling y'all, stop playing with this man. I cannot express it enough. Like, it's a disservice. But you start looking, a 6'7", 175-pound guard. And what you're starting to see, Crary is following the model of success. It's not easy at FAMU, but the model's there. How do you win at a school like FAMU? You win through the portal. You win through getting junior college athletes, and you get a few high school guys. And you're starting to see that. Top guys right here. Jakai is a Howard College, National Junior College alumni athletic association. Sorry. He's junior college kid, but 6'7" forward coming to FAMU. Come on, man. Like, oh look, I'm with you, Hitman. Like, get this man his contract. Get him his years. I'm sorry. I've been on that. I'm on that, and I'm not leaving that hill. That's a hill I'd die on right there. Like, I don't care if he has a bad season this year either. I would die on that hill. But look what he's doing in recruiting already. Probably going to flip this roster pretty quickly. I'm telling y'all, if FAMU finishes in less than 4th place in the SWAC, I'm disappointed. Like, I'm just saying. And look, Kev says, the one sport that really lacked has clearly been addressed. New AD and interim president. Look, I'm saying. I'm a fan. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I just noticed the audio went kind of like wonky. So I don't know if it's me. I might slide this down just a little bit. I don't know if that helps. So just may have to project a little bit. You have to forgive me. But you know, I normally try to talk a little lower, you know, but yeah, look right here, Kylan. Yeah, she and Beard need to grab the bull by the horns and lock him in for them years. I'm with you. And this is my thing. And we're gonna talk about more recruits. Oh, he got a heap of them. But you can make money off this situation. Like, use Crary to make some money. Like, extend his contract, write in his contract where there is a buyout so that if another school wants to take him, fine. But it's going to come at a nominal fee. It's going to cost you. Guess what that does? That puts you in a financial situation where you're not paying the coach. The other school is. It ain't rocket science. Like, I get some of us just don't like this man. I get that. You're a hater. I was gonna say something else, but it wasn't gonna be nice. And my mama be watching the show, so I'm trying to do right because my mama be like, and I'm going home, and when I go home for my birthday, I ain't trying to get slapped on the wrist. But just the fact you a hater don't mean you need the whole FAMU back. You need to move, sir or ma'am, and get out the way. Get this man his years, because this is a money making situation. Right into his contract where he's got a buyout. If he leaves early, have the buyout be little less than his contract. Like, you giving him what, $150 a year for the other 2 years? That's another $300,000. Have his buyout be $250. He get to leave. They get the new coach. If it's a school like Florida State or Miami or Michigan, you know what? What's $300,000? We got that. Like, they're gonna pay it. Make some money off of it. Because guess what? You just hired a new coach, and what? If it's a $200 and some thousand buyout, of course, as the years get closer to his last year, the buyout amount decreases. Excuse me. So, have it so that he gets his 3 years, and the buyout is $300,000. If you get it year 2, or $350. The buyout's $250. Last year, buyout's $100. So that way, you making money. I'm just saying, like, make it make sense. Like, I'm just saying, it's business, right? Business is business. Okay, I got y'all. I'm just saying. And look, right. Those few, and I mean few, aren't putting university first, offering people these deals, trying to stick it to someone else. I'm just saying, because that lady gone. Like, I get you don't like Sykes. Guess what? She is living her best life. Old girl done lost some weight. She got her legs out, and she got a new job. She ain't studying no FAMU. Keep it pushing. Enjoy College Park, Maryland. I wish you the best. But stop trying to get back at Crary despite her. That's SAWFT. Soft behavior. Like, come on. Anyways, back to this recruiting. Because look, another one. Kamai Crosby, 6'3" guard from Kilgore College. This would be like our second guy, maybe third. Kilgore's been pretty good to FAMU. I want to say this is where Coach J-Mo came from. I believe so. Coach J-Mo, he left FAMU to go to Murray State. All blessings to him. But he won a SWAC championship at FAMU, so you good with me, bro. We good. But I believe he came from Kilgore, and he's not the only one. Look, 6'3" guard from Kilgore. Okay. Crary, I see what you're doing. Like, what I'm seeing a little bit of tempo on his team. Up tempo, team that can kind of run the court a little bit. I'm just saying, like, you know what that is? Exciting. Guess what FAMU basketball has been for about a decade? Boring. So you're going to give me something that I want to watch? Oh, my lands, Coach Crary. No, sir. Don't you sit up here and try to make basketball fun. Folks over there dunking. Come on now. I'm sorry. Y'all missed a treat. Y'all young folks, y'all missed it. But basketball at Gaither, especially when folks was getting yammed on, wasn't nothing better than the whole gym. Like you could feel it. The band started cutting up. Like, telling y'all young bucks missed a treat. Y'all got a better arena, but you got a worse experience. Like, and I was in Lawson. I remember we moved to Lawson. But telling y'all, you get some halfway decent basketball at FAMU, we will show up. We are front runners in basketball. I ain't gonna lie to you. As a fan base, like I ain't gonna cut you no way but straight. We are a front running fan base when it comes to basketball. But when you win it, we're there. And you want the 100 there because they don't know how to act. Oh, the 100, the best fans in all of basketball are always the Marching 100 because they're petty and they're funny. And you start to see already one, they're band kids. So you already know, like, hey, they're band kids, but they're funny and they're hilarious. Like, and you're over there like rolling because they already got their closed off group. Like they got their band group. But then they start vocalizing stuff. They're laughing. The fans are laughing. The fans get into it. Like, I'm telling you, Crary, we got to get this straight, Doc. We need you to. I see what you're doing. Up-tempo basketball at Lawson? Man, shoot. Nah, she definitely studying FAMU. And people articles about her Dale Suggs conference. Articles out of Cali. Like, why? Hey, I'm just saying. Coaches have said they enjoy the 100 games. They do. I'm telling you. The Marching 100, best student section. They're fun. Another one. Look, Shavik Collins, 6'2" guard. He's 2026. So one thing about these point guards, they're a little short. So I ain't gonna hold you. So I'm seeing though, and I'm wondering, are these pure point guards? Like they guards like me? Because I'm telling y'all right now, if I'm dribbling, I'm only dribbling but so far because I can't dribble that well in the first place. But I'm always looking to pass. Like I'll be sitting there looking. Oh man, you open for three? Yeah, let me give him the ball. It's like I'm wondering, are these pure point guards? Because I think that's what we're kind of looking for from Crary's offense. What I'm really looking for and what I really anticipate seeing is a up-tempo offense that allows the guards to really distribute the ball to the wing players, and to really allow them to move the ball and create a really exciting brand of ball. Like I really do anticipate Coach Crary having an exciting brand of basketball where the players kind of I think you're gonna see some stuff. I just saying. Like, don't know about Lawson, but the 100 and Gaither. Oof, man, it was great. It was better because the 100 was set up in Gaither, kind of like they were set up at football games. So kind of in the middle. So they were loud. They were bad. And when I say bad, I mean they was cutting up. Like, we should get high scores. We should. This is part of why I really think FAMU is going to be the 4th best team in the SWAC. If you watch our team last year, the year before, you get some guys back that are like just grimy dudes. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. My favorite player is a walk-on right now. It's Alex. He came on as a walk-on, but Alex Andrews, Coe High School, my favorite guy on the team because he is just like a glue guy. Like, I remember literally asking Coach McCullum, like, we played Jackson State about 2 years ago. I'm like, why did you take Alex Atkins out? Like, you're eating with him on the court. Like, he's an unselfish ball player. He doesn't really care to score. Like, I mean, he probably wants to score, but he played his role. 6'7" guy, and now he gets to play true forward. Like, honestly, with McCullum there, he was really like it. He was defensively a small forward, but you really used him more like a power forward because he could leap. And yeah, I'm just saying, I'm looking at his roster. I got a 6'10" forward, 6'9" forward, 6'11" forward, 6'8" forward, 6'8" forward, 6'8" forward. This is the tallest basketball team FAMU's had in a mighty long time. I'm just saying, we are going to have some fun. And these ain't like 6'8", 300 pounds, 6'8", 210. Shakir O'Neal. I wonder who his dad is. 6'8", 200. Woof. 6'11", 220. 6'9", 210. 6'7", 200. Come on. These jokers, they're going to be able to flat out fly. I'm just saying. FAMU basketball is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun team to watch. Just saying. Get this man his years. Number next, look, another one. He's short, though. Ain't gonna hold y'all. He's taller than me, though. Anthony Knowles, 6'2" guard, from Modern Lakes Academy, 2025 kid, though. So you got a little time. But again, this is what gives me hope with Coach Crary. Recruiting. Like, when was FAMU this forward thinking in recruiting in men's basketball? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Coach Pressure, she been here. Like, you got this. Like, and look, I ain't forget I got busy. I ain't gonna lie to you, Coach. I got you though. But Coach Pressure, she's here. Like, track coach, she's here. Coach Camise Patterson, she was here. You had coaches who were recruiting. Now, football team, 2 to me, 2 to you. We fall behind in recruiting. I'm just gonna say it like that. Y'all been on the trail, but I ain't seen enough offers coming out. I need to see some more offers. Especially we got an extra week off. I need to see some more offers. That's not like a harsh critique. I'm just looking at the model to success has changed. In the past, HBCUs offered late. What we're seeing, what works successfully now, HBCUs get in early. You offer the kids early. You offer them before they get hot, before they catch on to these other schools. You offer them. So that way, if they do go, well, man, fam, you originally slid me offer anyway. So I was just coming back home. Like, it's not a foreign concept. Right here, Knowles, I'm excited to see it. I want to see it. And what I really like, I like where Crary's recruiting. He's not recruiting only in the state of Florida. He's getting students. I'm trying not to say kids, but he's getting students from basketball-rich areas. You're seeing Arizona. You're seeing New York. I'm just saying, like, Josh Powell right here, 6'5" guard, Phoenix, Arizona. Arizona's known for having some pretty good basketball. Just saying, a couple championships for University of Arizona, like 6'5" guard / forward, like, and we know in the SWAC, it's a tempo league. It's not a league where you're going to slow the game down and just win games unless you have those kind of shooters. You got to be able to run the court. We've seen that in the SWAC. So if you're going to play this kind of ball, man, you're going to have some fun in this league because it's the way of success. One thing I'm going to give Crary. This is going to sound really weird. He's a nerd. And that's good because I love nerds. I love nerds because I is a nerd. Because he's telling you, I've looked at the matrix, I've looked at the data says you fit here, the data says you fit there, and based on the information I have, you should be doing this. Okay. Based on the information I have, you should be doing that. And you're starting to see, like, Crary is telling you, I've studied this. This is how we're going to win. This is how these players fit in my system. I think it's something, if you really want to take it over there to, our Tallahassee Heroes, which you're not seeing across the street, DJU is not being used like that. He don't fit that offense. Look what Crary's doing. Go back and watch his interview with ONG Strike Zone. And he says, hey, this dude shoots the ball from 3. Not your shot. You're a 20-point three-point shooter. If you are a 30+, this isn't a conversation. But you're not that guy. Do this instead of that. So, and the question is, how does that work with out-of-state cost of scholarships with players from all over? From my experience, now I don't know if FAMU does this. Again, when I worked in financial aid, I worked at the Florida State University. They get tuition waivers. So the students would get a tuition waiver and they would get an out-of-state waiver. And then after the out-of-state waiver, then they would get all their other financial aid as far as grants and scholarships and other aid like that. Now, I'm not sure if FAMU does that. Again, I didn't work in financial aid at Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. I worked in financial aid at the Florida State University. So it might be different, but it shouldn't because it's pretty much a federal program. So it should be pretty much the same. But yeah, so that's how it works when I worked at Florida State. So they have tuition waivers, they have their grants, and then they have their scholarships. And normally that takes them below the cost of attendance so that if they need additional loans, they can get them. That is really nerdy. Sorry if I told you too much information, but like I said, I used to work in financial aid. So also Edwin, a little bit of trouble today. Nothing too much. Now, this one right here, Taj Martin, he young. And he got to be a pure point guard. 5'11", James Blake, but he's from Maryland. So again, Crary kind of reaching into that. Hey, I got connections here. I'm from Maryland. DMV got good sports. Okay. So I'm looking at this kid. He's a high school kid, though. So what I'm seeing is, I don't know if y'all notice, the guards that he's recruiting are high school kids for the most part. Pure guards, the pure point guards, high school kids. And I'm wondering, one, he plans on staying. Either he plan on staying or he plan on taking them with him. But two, the forwards, he's getting those from community colleges. Like he's looking for more refined talent. I'm wondering how much is going to be them being able to potentially be a little better as far as ball handling. Like, and look, baby, you hit the nail on the head, man. And little baby said FAMU had been taking advantage of those waivers. Like I said, that's a university thing right there. So I have not seen a financial aid package for the athlete at FAMU. So if you have, hey, you definitely gonna be letting me know. But just saying, and Sykes talked about those waivers to help last year. Hey man, because really, you're just giving the kids a discount. like if you think about it, normally what the tuition waivers do, and sorry, that dude Derrick Henry, he's just running down the field like a freaking horse. But those really just help the athletic department, and literally you're just reducing their costs to the cost of in-state tuition, and then you apply all financial aid. So it really saves the athletic programs money. Like, so I don't know if that's something that Dr. Beard would have to get on. Honestly, I think that's something that the university president would really, you want him and your financial aid office, along with your athletic director, getting on that. Like, AD Suggs, let's see if we can get these tuition waivers going. Like, and this is me, little baby. I'm with you. I think he wants to develop these players within his system. Like, because that's, to me, that's the best way to do it. Like with the players who need to be an extension of who you are. Like, you think about it, most times the point guard is an extension of the coach. You want somebody to come up in your system and think like you think. Like, you're not going to think like my kids. There's only one person that really thinks like my kids, and that's Kenny. Like, Kenny know the mantra. Stay scheme is a mantra. And so he comes to the house. If there's no sweet tea in the refrigerator, he got questions. Like, he knows, like, that's my mentee. And he know the routine. Hey, you get to the house, let me call your moms. Hey, he at the house. You know, we don't play no games. We keep everything above board, but that's an extension of the family right there, man. So nobody's going to be like your kids. You got to raise these guards in your system so they can truly learn the system, so they can put the ball where you want them to put it. Like, I'm just saying. And where the picks of OVG with the legs out. Check your Facebook. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. Check your Facebook, and your Twitter. Yeah, you definitely got on Twitter. You know, I'm like, okay, there's a few on Instagram too, I believe, but I definitely saw some on Twitter. Look, y'all know. Look, we definitely have fun with that all the time. And look, nothing wrong with the transfer portal. But what's panning out is kids you develop from high school or even JUCO are the ones who will have the better chance of staying and retaining the culture. Yeah. And Gail says he's looking for gym rats that can score. He talks about 3-point shooters over 30%. I caught that too. Like, and I think at FAMU, one of the benefits of a program like a FAMU is, one, I'm not going to sell y'all all eyes of FAMU stuff. Not for FAMU basketball. Like, that's a lie. Like, FAMU football, every game's on ESPN. Like, that's the truth. But FAMU basketball, nah. But the thing is, especially at a conference like the SWAC, what you can do is, because it's actually a pretty good quality. Like, the top 3 teams in the SWAC are actually pretty solid normally. They may not be great, but they're solid. But it's a conference you can come in and take over. You can win, but you can also come in and win and do it in some nice facilities. And you can do it in a place where you can really get all the attention. Because let's be honest, if it's you going to suck behind in basketball too, like, unless Leonard Hamilton do some major things, they're going to be trash. Like, it'll be rough. Edwin says it's an investment for the school to take care of the fields for the athletes. The athletes are season-long marketing for the university. They are. I think this is honestly some of the benefit, Fang exchange, all that kind of stuff. But it's also, if you can get these kids winning games, like, you can change some stuff within the conference. Like, obviously, the SWAC's got to fix that scheduling. Stop being lazy and just flipping the FAMU BCU game. Like, I think the first game of the season is like January 4th. Who's going to that? What students are there? Like, honestly, I might go because I just want to be home and see my parents. But if my parents did not live in Tallahassee, am I making that trip? Like, because we definitely we making the trip when the women's team is gonna come over and play UCF. Oh, we making that trip. Yeah. We doing that. We there. But January 4th, no students there in one of the largest arenas in the conference. You gonna miss all that money? Come on, man. That's hustling backwards. Like at some point, you got to protect your schools. Like, how did they make money in a 10,000 seat arena with a losing basketball program? If you're not going to schedule their rival when the most people are there, that don't make good nonsense, as a good preacher man once told me. Like, anybody, what would be the approximate amount that we would need to have a in place order to endow an athletic scholarship? Ooh, I'm not a mathematician. You got me on that. I would speculate, and partially, and that's why I admit my weakness. I don't know how much interest you're gonna get off that. I would speculate you would want to start with at least 100,000, but even then, I would really want to push for 1 million, kind of like to what, gosh, 220's doing. I think what they're doing would actually be a great endowment. Like hey, we're trying to raise $1 million. I love it, but I really love that as an endowment, like create an athletic endowment that starts from there. That all of a sudden you, to me, and this is just me thinking, and you have to excuse the pause. One of the things I'm very cognizant of is when I say So instead of saying I tend to pause. I learned that at FAMU. But one of the things when I think of an endowment and what 220 is doing, what I would love for us as a university to do and alumni to do, to have something like that. And I don't know if you can add money to it. Again, that's some of the weakness of where I'll admit that I'm not knowledgeable on all that. But I would love to have something where we had a yearly campaign where all of your DSOs focus on one goal. We're going to support the athletic endowment, and you have all of them focus on donating to that one endowment instead of the boosters get this get that. No. This is FAMU Endowment Day, kind of like how you have the the strikes days, and on that day, you focus on putting money towards the endowment to endow athletic scholarships. So, just saying that's just me. And little baby, the endowment with a 1 million base would be a nice start, but that's something to go over with Suggs at the 220 Club on Wednesday. Hey, hit up. Edwin says SWAC scheduling lacking wisdom in football and basketball. They focus too much on a good concept and neglect some obvious, wise scheduling concepts. Yeah, but some of that, and what's up, Diggs? Some of that, you especially football, you're protecting what people want. Like some of that in football, you're giving the people what they want. Like the schools that want to play on Thanksgiving want to play on Thanksgiving. That's important to them. It's more important to them than going to the playoffs. And honestly, to me, if you were a smart conference, you would try to get both, because depending on, especially now that the playoffs have changed, man, if you can mess around and get a team in a Celebration Bowl and a team in the playoffs, can you get some money off that? I'm just saying. That's double dipping in the pot. You're getting 2 checks instead of 1. I'm just saying. And yeah, he said, let me talk a little football. I'm concerned about the layoff and possible bad weather for Saturday's game. Hey, did you watch Alabama State against Cookman? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The layoff, I think it's a good thing. I think you do miss that time practicing, like as far as like, and I shouldn't say practicing, but playing, because tackling's atrocious, but that's everywhere. Like as bad as we rag on tackling, did you watch the Bucks game today? The Philadelphia Eagles couldn't tackle. So, and I watched Alabama, Florida State. Gosh, they can't tackle with a cuss either. But tackling has gone down across the board. Like it's an endemic thing where obviously the players aren't hitting each other as much as they used to. That's part of safety concerns. I mean, well, we did board drills every day of the week. Y'all play football. Like every day we did board drills. Like, and I tell you quick, I wasn't the person to hit you and knock you out. But what I was gonna do, I was gonna wrap you up and I would bring you down. That's it. Like I knew to wrap you up. We have a lot of players that honestly, I question tackling skills. Like I flat out think there's too many jokers out here watching Madden with the hit stick and just want to throw a shoulder at somebody and knock a person out. Because look, when you see that contact and the whole stadium go, ooh, it's dramatic. But I think sometimes we're seeing players do stuff for cause and not effect. I'm gonna throw this shoulder at you and try to lay you out because it looks cool, but not the effect of taking somebody down. So I won't say I'm so concerned about the outcome, but I'm worried about the tackling. I'll say that. And I know Thursday I was gonna get to the that game, but my concern with the layoff is tackling. I think the offense started to find a rhythm, but at the same point, I think you kind of got to watch some film. And I think Alabama State showed you some more stuff. One, their quarterback ain't good. Like, but you can also see where their offensive coordinator is keeping the scheme within that kid's skill set. You're not going to ask him to do more than what he can do. I don't think they really challenge the secondary a lot. I think they will early. I think they're going to do it for the simple fact that they know that I don't respect their quarterback. And I got to try your corners. I got to. I'm sorry. Like, I got to try you just because. Look, I'm a married man. I try my wife every other day because I'm going to get it one day. Look, I know, look, all y'all women, you got a man. Why he bother you every day? Because you know what? All you can say is no. Because I'm going to get it one of these days. Hey, honestly, if I'm the OC at Alabama State, I got to try you. And I'm not trying Kendall. I'm trying the other dude because he keep getting burnt. So it ain't like he's got the best coverage. Like, your best cover corner, all right, you got that. That other dude, though, man, he been hot garbage all year. Man, that other corner been garbage all season. My quarterback ain't the best. If I throw a ball and it's 50 yards down the field and get intercepted, he probably ain't going to catch it no way. And if he does, it's a punt. I got to try it because y'all don't think y'all going to stack the box. Like, I do look for some personnel changes on the line. I just really feel like we're going to try to stuff and force them to throw the ball. Like, just saying. JMC, I would think it would be difficult for DSOs to contribute equally to creating an endowment because of the difficulty of raising funds for at least one. Hey, if you come together, though, which is why they probably won't agree to do it. Let's see. I'm worried about the bye week before JSU and AAMU moving forward. Jackson State they found a little something. Look, that's what I'm saying, Kel. I think this next game, you stack the box. Cookman should have won that game. And they look like trash. Like, their quarterback's unplayable. I'm sorry. That kid's he's one step below DJU. And that ain't saying much. Like, yeah, unplayable. Alabama State's running back was solid, though. But I don't see a receiver on there that can compete with nothing you got in the secondary. Even the corners who are consistently getting burnt, I don't see it. Also, some of the calls have been egregious with the tackling. I saw a few tackles being labeled as targeting. Yeah. And me throwing plants with our DBs. Hey, just saying. Them slants, yeah, man. Yeah. The DC should stack the box, force QB to make difficult decisions. I agree. And you know what? What I really like, man, our linebacking core look better. I'm sorry. And it may be because Isaiah Major's coaching. Like, he's on the sideline. That dude's got a future somewhere. Like the defense looks better since he's been with a headset. Look, I might have to ask Cozy about that one. I'm gonna miss the call tomorrow, but I'm gonna have to hit somebody up. Like, yo, can you talk about Isaiah Major with the headset? Because we look better. Like the linebackers are in the right position. Like, I don't know if y'all saw the Netflix documentary about the guy with the sign stealing, which is actually pretty fascinating. Like, you almost got that. For me, I think Isaiah Major, look at game one versus even the last two games. Granted, Miami's Miami. But you even see last game, how many tackles your linebackers got? Like, the productivity went up. Like, Road Dog says, after watching ASU yesterday, we have nothing to be concerned about. Just stop the running attack. They are toast. Yeah, man. And I'll be honest, Jackson State didn't impress me a lot either. Like, they got a running back. They kind of know what they got to do. To me, the biggest thing with Jackson State is they got a mobile quarterback. Like, that might be the best game on the schedule. Yeah, but the 100 going to be there. Ooh, it's going to be a tough homecoming for Alabama State. Just saying. And look, when we have stopped the run, when we have played a team that was actually like, this is okay. South Carolina State's overrated. I'm sorry, I said it. North Carolina A&T is not a good team. They're not. We saw though when they played FAMU, like that wasn't our best game, and it was never really in question. Like, yeah, 22-18 wasn't pretty. Really should have dominated them, but you're losing for a few minutes. But that wasn't a game where you were sitting over there like, oh, we played our best game. Like, we all of us walked away very disappointed with that game. And I don't know if that's your best football, but I'll say it like this. Look at Daniel Richardson against South Carolina State. Look at him against Norfolk State. Then look at him versus Miami and Troy. That's a different quarterback. I think FAMU's offense in 4 games has evolved. I won't say you found yourself. I think you're still searching for you're still trying to find yourself, but you found something. One of the things you definitely found was that Daniel Richardson, look, they did drop 2 TDs, but we didn't look good in that game either though. Like, did you get the same Daniel Richardson in that game that you got in the Detroit game? I'll ask that question because I don't think you did. I think your receiving core looked better in the Detroit game than they did in the South Carolina State game. I'm just gonna say, and I'm gonna say the same thing Cousin Kelvin said. I don't understand why Jeremiah Pruitt's not on the field. I seen some of the social media stuff. That's not what you do. But I don't know why he's not on the field. I'm gonna say it like that because when I see what some of the receivers are doing production wise, and I see what Pruitt has consistently done production wise, you dealt with Nicholas Dixon and put him at receiver. You can't do the same thing for Pruitt. And not like you never thrown him out wide. Like, look, baby, I'm just saying, passing game's good. And the running game's better. Think about how we did South Carolina State as far as running wise. Like, stats, 133 yards. We had a good number of passing yards. That was solid. 3.9 per carry. And we didn't play our best game. Like, Kelvin Dean might actually be healthy. Like, Bo Somerset led the team in rushing against South Carolina State. And you, me, and everybody else know Thad Franklin's the one. Like, Thad Franklin, Kelvin Dean, and Bo got another week to get healthy. I'm just saying, part of the reason I'm okay with it, you gave them dudes 2 weeks to get healthy, and Thad Franklin came out of that Troy game early. I told y'all up front, hey, if that Troy game, remember I said this a few weeks ago? If that Troy game starts to get away from FAMU, I kind of expect Colsey to just be like, all right, some of these dudes I'm pulling. I'm just saying, like, you got 3 running backs that are fresh. Like, y'all got 2 weeks of just chilling. And all of a sudden, don't tell nobody. Bo learned how to block. Like, in the Miami game, Bo was actually a blocking person. In the Troy game, he looked competent. Norfolk State, South Carolina State, there were times it was like, man, I see why you out there, but you got working on blocking. Man, look, Bo's selling out. Like, I'm sorry. And you gave Thad Franklin another week to learn offense? I think FAMU is going to run the ball. Dean is not explosive. He is not. Not at all. JMC, I've been real impressed with our tight end possession so far. I wish our OC would incorporate them more into the offensive scheme. I concur. I agree. That's why I said, you got 3. Why are you not putting them everywhere? Like, split them boys out wide. They should be all over the field. There should not be a piece of that football field that does not see your tight end room. I'm just saying. And no, as we said, JT, but I didn't think he was explosive last year. Like, what Dean is he's to me not a comparison. So don't be like, man, you think you're gonna be in the NFL like that? He reminds me of an Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith was not explosive at Dallas. Now, if he got ahead of you, you probably wasn't gonna catch him. But was he known for just being like the burner? Nah. But he was consistent. I think with Dean, my 2 things with Kelvin Dean, got to hold on to the ball. That's number 1. More than even being so elusive, got to hold on to the ball. I think that's the number 1 bugaboo with Kelvin Dean. Past the short speed, long speed, whatever you want to have, with that, it's the ball protection. Because we've seen some fumbles. High and tight, do what you got to do. Hold on to the ball. But I'm telling y'all, Thad Franklin, okay, this is my bold prediction. There we go. So I do it for ONG does it. I got Thad Franklin going over 100 yards. That's my bold prediction. I don't know if he does or not, but I could easily see FAMU doing that. And look, the run game does have to improve. Offensive should be fine. And EA says it starts up front. The OTs scared the hell out of me. Goss still be hurt and is a shell of himself. I kind of warned y'all about my boy. And it's not like a harsh critique. We saw the same thing against UNC. There's a reason that it didn't work at Florida State. It's not that he's not a good player. It's just that he's got a ceiling. We all have ceilings, but certain type of ends give him problems. And especially if he's coming off an injury, that's even more of a hindrance. Just saying. And Lil Baby says he's been a leading rusher the past 2 games. I'm telling y'all, that's my bold prediction. Franklin over 100 yards. Given Richardson's play at QB, teams are going to be stacking the box and sending everyone, which opens up the zone for tight ends to operate. Do you send everybody though? I'm just saying, you got a quarterback that throws well on the run. Like, I ain't saying he's knifing people up. That would be a misrepresentation of what's been put on the film. But what I have seen is when you roll the pocket, as we stated before, remember, I said it. Hey, he reminded me more of Leon Campbell. Remember, FAMU had Leon Campbell? He's a taller version of him. I don't know if you got the arm strength that Campbell had, but you roll that pocket, it's a problem. I don't know if you blitz that much though. Like, look, high and tight, good luck. Look, at least 100 all-purpose yards. But frankly, because Richardson been feeding them. Look, and Kelvin Dean out the backfield has been a problem too. This is what I want to see. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I would love to see one. I want to see Pruitt getting a receiver, but can we get a little two backfield? I'm cool with two receivers. I ain't gonna lie. I'm cool with two receivers. Give me a tight end and give me the two backs in the backfield. Is that possible? I got to count the numbers. I didn't count the numbers, but I think that's possible. I'm just saying. You can put Franklin. I would probably do Franklin, Bowe, and Richardson back there, just because, as we stated, Kelvin Dean's not a home run hitter. But Dean out the backfields is a problem. Like any version of Franklin, Somerset, and Dean, where you keep Somerset in, I love, because that Franklin's more of he's a bigger back. Dean's got really good hands though. And I think some of that, Bowe's got a little more speed. I think that's a nice little wrinkle in the offense that you could really add, because all of a sudden it messes with that read option. Because, okay, you want to blitz, that's fine. But all of a sudden you can run that read option to where you can run the option to the left or to the right, preferably probably having the running back go to the left so your quarterback can roll to the right. And you can either have the running back block for him, or the running back come back around and either run a route or just run a flat out option. Like, and then all of a sudden with that, does that slow down the linebackers because they got to focus on the running backs, but you also have the tight end there? Like, does that mess with the coverage? Because all of a sudden the defense slows down. They honor those players. I don't know, you put a receiver. I would probably do Pruitt, just because he's got better ball skills, but is Acion faster? Acion Cobb, maybe. Okay, you gotta have Gassett out there. Gassett just for speed. I'm just saying, like, all of a sudden you start looking at those play call combinations that makes the defense play honest, but that also gives you a decisive advantage where you can start flipping those tight ends, and you can even put some of the tight ends at running back and use them like H-back. Like, I just think some of this is you got to open it up. Oh, and look, yeah, I'm glad you caught on. I told y'all, that's my dude. Quan Lee, that's my favorite receiver right now. Like, I love Gassett. Gassett is your home run hitter. I'm sorry. Like, Gassett is your Ryan Klesko. Jim Tomey. Yeah. For y'all old school baseball fans. Oh, he got the home runs. He gonna strike out sometimes, but he gonna when it's time to hit the home run. Oh yeah, tink, gone. But you need your everyday, batting for average. Quan Lee. Quan Lee is my guy. I told y'all, I seen him early. I'm like, you keep throwing to Quan Lee underneath. I like Quan Lee better if we have a 3 receiver set though, because I love him going across the middle. He is open. He is there, and he catches the stinking ball. My goodness, I love that. I think Quan Lee's your guy. Like, and I love what Kev put up here. Quan Lee, Gassett, and the tight ends and a spread, or 2 running backs. I'm just saying. Can Quan Lee be an outside receiver though? A consistent outside receiver? It's a question. I'm not doubting the skills. That's a question. So, y'all know me. I'll tell you I don't know, and I'll ask an open question just so that I get an answer. But I'm wondering that because Quan Lee was him in high school. Like, they said that brother was setting records down in Hogtown. Like, if he had another year eligibility, I ain't gonna lie, he might end up at UF. Can't be worse. Because they about to get rid of that brother anyway, though. But look, I'm just saying, any receivers? Yeah, man. Easy phone with prone with contact? Okay. I can accept that. He doesn't always catch the ball. I don't know why. Like I watched the games. I haven't just sat there and just hyper focused on him like that. I don't know if it's just that he's not catching the ball with his hands or he's catching with his body. I'm not sure. But that's just, an honest statement to say, I'm not sure why he doesn't catch some of those passes. And I also don't know if someone that's he's trying to turn up field because he know he's fast. Like Gassett knows how fast he is. Like I have no doubt in that. Like he recognizes if he can get the ball, that he can go. But I think if he takes that extra fraction of a second, and that's a lot to ask, because football happens so fast. Like a lot of people don't realize how fast people are moving on the field. I think if you slow down maybe a fraction of a second, get that extra focus on catching the ball, I think he'd go. I think he completes some of those catches, but I also think he might put himself at risk of getting hit pretty hard. And that's something, not that he's afraid to get hit, but that's something that he's trying to avoid. Like he does realize, like, if I get hit the wrong way, it's not going to end well. Like he's fumbled in 3 of the 4 games. We just recovered or out of bounds. Hey, there you go. I argue with data. You brought the data. Now, like, don't forget, like, subscribe, tell a friend, join the channel. I'm trying to get our numbers up for obvious reasons. So, but now some of this, oh man, y'all know I'm high petty. And this week, 4-1 in the run your pool results. So your man's got 4-1. Unfortunately, this week she was in first place. So yeah, I know that you hurt my heart. I hate losing, especially hate losing to people who talk trash. But she didn't talk trash to me like that this year. So and I don't be studying on social media like that. That's just me. I'm being honest. Like I don't be going back and forth with too many people. I did go back and forth with that one FSU person who tried to tell me to stop talking and thought I was trying to drove FSU. And I was like, this ain't what you want. I'm an FSU fan. I know where bodies are buried at, brother. Don't start with me. I hurt your feelings. And y'all, oh look, thank you. Please hit the like button. Please do. Look, we still in first place though. So if you missed it, look, we are in first place. I did not do the picks live this week, but y'all know I don't mind showing y'all, man. Letting y'all know my picks from this week. Grambling got me. Grambling was the game that got me. Everything else, Campbell, NCCU, Alcorn, Jack State, that Grambling finish though, man. It got me and a few other people, man. So we're gonna do the live one on Thursday though, So I kind of looked a little bit, started peeking, but I don't know who I'm getting yet. So we're gonna see. But Thursday, we're gonna talk about more about this Alabama State homecoming edition, man. See what it's gonna look like, kind of delve into what we got going there, and really kind of go back and probably look at that BCU film again and see what we can decipher from that. Because I saw some things live. You saw some things live. So we definitely think we should win this game. I'll leave that there. So, all right, y'all. For Adam Powell and the whole crew at HBCU Digital Network, y'all, I'm going to catch y'all Thursday, 8 o'clock here on HBCU Digital Network. Also, we're going to set up the booster call to be set up on here. So no technical difficulties, even if I got to run it from my cell phone. We're going to get it right. But y'all already know what's up. It's always going to be Fangs up.
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal!
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.
Dorsey, how